I'm sorry, what was that again?
Like, share, and subscribe. My name is Albert.
What's going on, guys? On our way to North Texas Open in Waxahachie. I love the name of that city. So, I mean, obviously with some of these big matches and me being, I haven't shot not almost, but like a year and a half. A little nervous, you know, because it's like a, bigger match than the normal stuff. But again, just like to see where I'm going to be at compared to a lot of big shooters in the state. And just kind of build those baselines and keep going, right? Keep making improvements, right? That's the whole point of me when I document and record. Is like, what am I doing wrong? What could I be doing better? I just want to be smooth, accurate. I don't want to rush, right, and get into the whole, big stage competition, hurry up kind of mode. I just kind of want to be as smooth, accurate as I can be, and then just work on that going forward, right? Like, I just want to get good, clean hits, take my time if I need to, and I know it's going to happen. Adrenaline's going to kick in. There's going to be some parts where I'm going to just speed up because for the sake of competition and trying to beat folks and stuff like that, it's natural. But hopefully I can catch myself either mid-stage or after the stage and bring myself down. Really want to work on trying to dial up that intensity. Like, I don't know who said it. I don't know if it's David Wampler or Tom Castro. I listened to a few guys, but they're like, don't rush your shots, don't rush your reloads, but rush everything else, right? In other words, from spot to spot, your body movements, your footwork. Like, if you're not shooting or anything like that, or you're bleeding or anything like that, then you should be rushing from spot to spot, from position to position, and that's where I'm really, really lacking, I know. So I'm gonna try to work on that during this match. Just try to, light a fire under my butt and be like, hey, move, So we'll see how it goes. I'll check in a little while. So 40 minutes till start time. These are stages 9, 10, and 11, and some vendors. But man, it is cool, windy, fresh out here. ETTS range. It's nice. So we got about 40 minutes till start. I'm shooting stages 4 through 9 today. This is number 9, so I'll end the day right here. But it is a nice range. A lot of competitors are out. We'll see how it goes.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Ah, fucking holster.
If you're finished.
Are you ready? Stand by. Are you ready? Stand by. I've never seen or heard of booth over there. If you finished.
Are you ready? Stand by. Stand by.
Oh shit. My fuck up. Fuck. Are you ready? Stand by. It's finished. Unload the show clear. Are you ready? Stand by. Ah! Stand by. Are you ready? Stand by. I shot stages 4 through 9 today. Shout out to Squad 204. Everybody on there was awesome, cool. And then tomorrow we shoot 10 to 3. But today was overall was okay. There were some ups and downs, of course. Starting off the day on stage 4, I had those jitters like, oh man, it's a big match. And then I was trying to like match everybody's speed there, which I think there was a couple A-class shooters and I think 2 master shooters. But I was trying to match everybody's speed and splits, which splits it's a whole other thing. But a lot of that stage 4, they had some somewhat distance targets, and I'm nearsighted, so even with glasses, it gets a little hard. Not an excuse, because when I take my time, I'm okay, but speeding up, my vision's not there. So I started off the day with 3 mics on that stage, and I was just like, what the fuck, you know? But I knew right instantly, I knew what the problem was. I was just too aggressive, just trying to match everybody's speed as a C-class shooter. And I was just like, no, I need to, stick to my game, let my vision, lead me, right? Let my vision be the way. So I settled down, and in stage 5, 6, 7, I really got rolling. I think, I can't remember what stage it was. I think it was either 7 or 8, where I forgot to reload. And then you hear me when I turn to like those 5 open targets. That really should have just been a pop, but I got stuck. And in my head, I knew I was going to run out on one of those. So you hear me kind of like, I think I gasped for air. I was like, damn, or something. I'll post it right now. And I ran out on the last target, so I had to do a standing reload on that last open target, the 5th one. But yeah, so once I settled down, those next 3 or 4 were pretty decent. I was happy with it, no mics. And then the last one for the day was stage 9, which is pretty simple, straightforward. I was like, okay, this is going to be a good stage to end the day, on a decent note, hopefully a high note. And then I shot it, and as I got towards the end, I don't know if I said it out loud or not, but I was just like, did I miss a target? So there was one right from the get-go. It was a far target, bam, bam, and then 2 inside, boom, 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 boom. And I was supposed to just slide a little bit, catch one next to on the other side of the wall that was exposed, and I completely forgot because it was the only target from that little half position. So I instantly took the 3, and then I turned and started, shooting in as I was walking in. And I think that's when in the back of my mind as I'm shooting, I was like, did I forget a target? And so I start to turn to get to the last position, and then bam, bam, and then I don't know what, my brain was just like, yes, I forgot. And I just took the last 2, leaning over. And I think I said it too, or maybe I talk to myself a lot in my head as I'm shooting. I'm sure everybody does. And I was just like, I think I forgot one. And sure enough, it was the freaking one that was like a half position. So I think it was like 15 alphas, 3 Charlies, maybe 4 Charlies, and then the damn failure to engage, failure to shoot, whatever, with the 2 mics. But I was like, man, even that would have been decent with 15 alphas and I think 3 or 4 Charlies. So even if I would have had an alpha Charlie, that would have been 16-4 or 16-5. Or maybe it would have been 2 alphas and it would have been 17-3 or 17-4. So that would have been a really nice one to end the day. But I knew that was more of a mental thing, not necessarily my shooting that was bad. So tomorrow I'm just going to try to go in. We got stage 10, 11, and then 1, 2, 3 to wrap it up and head back home. But tomorrow I'm going to just go in locked in from the get-go, just shoot my game, shoot how I shoot. And I think I was able to dial up the intensity running around from position to position. Usually if you follow me and you see some of my third-person angles, I'm a little slow from spot to spot sometimes, so I know that's an issue of mine. I got to train that with that intensity dialed up all the way and then, bring it into the matches. But reviewing it, I think I had some of my faster feet this time, where I think a couple weeks ago at a local outdoor, I had to reload sideways or backpedaling twice, and I was slow as shit. So I saw we had one stage like that, and I made it, like that was the one thing I focused on, was like speed that reload up. Don't do the same slow reload like I did, a couple weeks ago. And then on camera, it was a lot faster. I was like, okay, cool. So I'm glad that I recognized it and at least fixed it for that one stage. But that's what I'm kind of trying to do to tomorrow, is just keep that intensity up higher than normal, but not lose sight of my shots, right? Because I don't want to dial up the intensity and dial up the aggression and start shooting faster and stuff like that. So it's a balance that I got to find. Editing is back in there. I forgot to mention blaze, and just so you can see, we are clear. Nothing in there. It's not flagging me. It's going that way, but it's the only way I can show you on camera. It's safe. But the blaze performed awesome. I think I had my first stage, the one where I jacked up. I had a holster issue, but after that, I never snagged, but it had nothing to do with the gun. But I think I had one, either light primer. It had to have been light primer because the slide was all the way forward. I think I had a light primer strike, which is going to probably be an ammo issue. But this sucker ran flawlessly, no issues whatsoever. Beautifully balanced. Like I could see my dot when I was trying to see it. Nice. So. I will say, man, this sucker is awesome. The blaze, it is awesome. I like it. And then the Gideon granite optic on here, the RMR, I like it. No issues whatsoever. I wish it had one more setting that was a little bit brighter, but again, that just could be my blind self. That I like that bright dot, just to confirm that I can actually see it, especially in the daylight here in Texas. It's just so freaking bright. But man, I love the way this thing is shooting. So I've already, when I got back, cleaned all my mags, re-lubed this, did a light cleaning, re-lubed the gun, make sure it's nice and smooth for my favorite tro out there who says I don't know how to lube or whatever because of that other gun company or whatever the hell. I don't know. We're not going to talk about that. But got this sucker clean so that way it can perform well again tomorrow. Hopefully no issues. And then again, we'll see how it goes.
Are you ready? Stand by. Stand by.
Stand by. Are you ready? Stand by. Finish unloading.
Are you ready? Stand by. Are you ready? Stand by. If you're finished, I'm going to clear.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Stand by.
But you know, I've seen three people.
Or you bumped over.
No.
No. Oh.
Ah.
I thought opening was the low part.
It's finished. Unload. After day 2, I want to say not too bad of a day. I had a couple mics here and there. I started off on the barrel stage, and I think I had one mic on that no shoot on the left side. That was just a hard lean for me and my body. Like, I'm a big dude, so that was a little tough. I think I took my time on it. I just couldn't get it. And then the second stage was that time stage. It was like 6 seconds, 6 targets, unloaded start. So I think today we heard only one person that actually finished it. And at the highest score, other than that person, was 38. I don't know what it was after today. But up until this morning, it was 38 points. And I went ahead and did, I scored 28. So not too bad. And I think I can't remember. I'll put the stats up, but I did really good on that one in my class and overall. Not my class, but my division and overall. I think I was really low on that one, which was a surprise. But on that one, I kind of took the approach was I saw a lot of guys that were loading as they were going back to get the 2 targets and then going across and hitting the one all the way in the front. But it was like a little sliver of a window, so that way they could have a chance at just, shuffle step over at the next 2 targets on the left side. But seeing guys barely hitting the 3, they were loading, running back, getting the 2 on the right, turning, and then having to focus on hitting that sliver of a shot on that front one. it's like, man, I already know I'm not faster than these dudes. I'm a big guy, right? I'm working on my speed, and I know ultimately I gotta drop weight. And then the star, oh man, I think the star one was stage 4 of the day, yeah, because it was 5. That star one, the stage plan was easy. I thought I saw a couple guys running different ways. And then when I went up and looked at it, I was walking doing my walkthrough, and I got a good, clear stage plan. My problem was the footing, because when you get to those points, it's like this, right? And they're really tight. So you got to kind of step in there, or rather step on top of the sticks, and be careful not, teeter-tottering and hitting the ground, and then you got foot faults. And then, again, a lot of weight on my feet, and then I wear a size 13 shoe. So I was worried about my feet placement. So on some of those, I kind of was glancing where I was going to step, where a lot of guys are always saying, hey, always look at your spot. This one I was a little bit more deliberate because of the fault lines. And I want to say it wasn't until I started running to my last position. So after the reload, so coming in, I took one coming in, and then I was going to go ahead and step on the fault line. And I wasn't sure if that's when my foot slipped off of it and I went forward. I think it was the third target though. I think I was coming in, took it, got my foot on there, but the fault line was there. My foot was kind of on top. And when I tried to shift my body to get another one that was more to the left, I think that's when my foot rode on that fault line. I was like, oh, damn. And I had to come back and then reposition myself again. I think it might have been between the 2 steel shots. We'll see it in the footage. But also coming in, before I even took that step on that point, my feet, again, with the size 13, I actually kicked inside of that point. And I don't know if I said anything on camera, but I know when I was done, I could feel it on my toes because I dug into that corner so much. That one wasn't too bad, but that was just some foot issues there with big feet and then all the weight on my feet. And then the last stage was that memory one, and that's when I ran into an issue. I was the last shooter for that stage, last stage of the whole thing for us, for my squad. Shout out Squad 204. Those some cool guys that I was shooting with out there. But that one, so I was the last shooter of the squad, and the RO was kind of looking at my gun, and I was like, it's unloaded. Like, I thought he was checking to see if I loaded it. And I stuck my finger in the mag wheel like it's empty. And he was like, nah, the butt of your gun is too low. And
what you want me to do?
Mind you, again, I'm still kind of, I don't want to say I'm new, but I mean, I'm a year and a couple months in, but I'm not super experienced, and I'm not
you need to get that
corrected
guy before you come.
I'm not going to sit here and tell you, rule 107.22, whatever, blah blah blah. I'm not that. If it was traffic court, then yeah, for sure, I'll get out of some tickets. I thought the rule was the butt has to be at your hip or above it, can't be below it. So I'm like thinking, oh shit, I've been shooting all morning. My shorts are starting to sag, so I was picking up my belt and then tightening up the ratchet. And then that's when he was like, no, your draw's too low. And I was like, well, shit, like all these ROs have been seeing it for 2 days. You're the first one to say anything. And I was like, on the last stage, really? And I was like, well, what do you want me to do? And you can tell he was kind of like upset about it. And he was just like, whatever. So that's when he was just like, well, make ready. I had already made ready, and he was like, make ready, and I was just like, oh, I'm ready, or whatever. Like, I just think that he made a big deal, and it shouldn't have been a big deal. Like, you could tell it wasn't going to be to my advantage, but he's an RO. Some guys take it serious. Rules are rules. So I will be making that adjustment. I'll go ahead and raise the position of my holster and on my belt, on my hanger, make sure it's up, because I genuinely did think that it was the butt of the handgun had to be on your hip, not necessarily above the belt line. So I will make that adjustment so that way there's no issues going forward. But overall, man, I liked ETTS range. The weather was great. It was cloudy, like mid 70s, I think, and breezy. I think that helped me a lot. That sun wasn't bearing down for 2 days, so that I was able to stay pretty much full speed. I didn't get tired or anything like that. I wasn't sweaty where my grip became an issue, or sweat getting in my eyes or anything like that. So that was pretty cool, and I think I did pretty good overall. I think in my division I was 35 out of 74 or something like that. I'll put it up, so just below the half mark, which is kind of where I've been finishing a lot of local stuff, bigger outdoor matches with like 60 plus shooters. So I'm happy with that, knowing that, hey, this is my full over a year that I really need to dry fire and train. I've been doing all this with almost zero dry fire. I think I can count the dry fire sessions in the last 12 months on one hand, which is not good. I need a dry fire, and I actually need to start getting out there and just training, just practicing. I got a couple memberships, outdoor range that I just need to really start training, and at my ranch as well. And then I think next year's season, more matches and many majors next year, I should see a difference, I hope. But really good match. Like I said, I think I finished 35th out of 70 something. And then, you know, some people will laugh at this or whatever, but I'm a true C-class shooter. Like, when I do classifiers, which I don't do many, there's just not a ton out here. I think I've done 2 or 3 this year, and then I think I did like 7 or 8 my first year. Last year, that was my first year shooting. So I'm a true C-class shooter. I've had almost 2 B-class runs this year. So I'm like on the cusp, but, you know, not there yet. But saying that, I actually got second place C-class in my division for limited optics, which is, a lot of people are like, oh man, you know, and I've made fun of it before on Instagram. But knowing that I'm a true C-class shooter, like getting second in that big match, I'll take it. Like that's a win for me. I'm kind of proud of that. But there's a lot to work on, But I had fun. But yeah, overall success. I liked it. Great match. I will be back North Texas Open to compare from this year to next year. And I better see some damn improvements. But great match. Any comments, feedback, or whatever, drop it down below and I'll get back to it. And as always, more communication. You can hit me back up on Instagram, fat_tactical. I do a lot more communicating out there for sure. But appreciate you guys.